This is Janet Gershlick, Southwold Scribblings.
Bring your heart, bring your dreams. It's time for Southwold Scribblings.
Now, I'll explain this in a couple of moments, but there is no getting away from it. In the next couple of weeks and possibly months, some of us, and that does include me, will have to start cooking for people that I've invited around, and maybe that's happening to you as well. But maybe you love cooking, you have to let me know. So for me, I cannot even make a cup of tea. So when they first arrive, I say, do you want a cup of tea? And the wine, yes, of course, later on. But a cup of tea, yes? All right, yes. So I'll put the kettle on, and then there's a decision of milk, tea bag, or tea bag milk. And when that's sort of decided upon, they start talking to me. I mean, how very dare they? I have to say to them, because I'm such a great host, I say to them, could you please stop talking to me for a moment? Because I can't concentrate on making this cup of tea. And they realise that just to get their cup of tea, they need to stop talking to me completely. And they appreciate that without them talking, they will soon have a cuppa, to drink and enjoy. Oh, now, do you remember a long time ago when they used to be called dinner parties? The seating, as I remember it, and maybe you know better, so let me know, it used to be man, woman, man, woman, man, woman, man, woman. And even worse, as I remember it, I'm sure I went to one of these things where halfway through the meal, you had to stand up and move along to sit in a different place, so you could talk to someone you haven't spoken to yet, and that's without the wine. So you'd have to pick up your plate, your knife and fork, your serviette, and move, and then try and settle down and enjoy the food and the new conversation. Now, interestingly enough, I'm just going to make sure I've got it right. It was, a few days ago, the National Men Making Dinner Day. Okay? So, here's a question for you, a direct question. If you are a bloke, do people assume that you can't cook? I have a couple of friends. Yeah, I know. I invite them round. I say to her, so I'm as guilty of this as anybody, I say to her, could you bring a cake? And I don't ask him, but he makes great cakes as well. So maybe, even in this conversation, I'm deciding that why am I asking her, not him? So if I ask both of them, there's a chance I might get 2 cakes, which can only be a good thing. So going back to the bloke thing, the other thing that people think about when they talk about men making dinner, and it's, it's a simple thing but maybe, or maybe not, you use a lot of saucepans. And don't forget, I was a kitchen porter for about 18 months, and I knew that when I first arrived, there was so many saucepans around, and I would say to the chefs and the sous chefs, why are there so many saucepans? Why have you used 3 instead of 1? And they said, well, that's what you're here for. So, as a bloke, do you use lots of saucepans? You may say no, and that's good. Or you may say yes, and that's okay as well. But the other interesting thing, of course, is that people become very possessive over their dishwashers if you have one.
If you move things like the salad bowls on the upper tier,
they always have a certain way. So all the plates are there, and then the knives and forks, and then the top shelf, whatever you call it, drawer, and there's a lot of, stress attached to just filling up the dishwasher. Best of luck with all that lot. So finally, I've just got to say that what do you cook for people these days? So I always go for vegan because it's the safest bet, to be honest. Not that I can cook at all. So, and do you ask? This is it. Do you ask people to bring food with them? Do you ask people to help you? The other thing that really distresses me out is napkins. Do you remember, or maybe you use these starch white napkins, and those ones that they're folded into swans and all that sort of stuff. So I don't touch them because I feel so guilty about the person having to, put them in a washing machine because I used it just once. So guess what? This is what I use. A paper napkin. But I could ask them to bring paper plates, but I think that would be probably a bit too far. This has been Janet Gershlick with Southwold Scribblings. Enjoy your cooking. Take care.
She's got laughter, she's got tears. Janet Gershlick through the years. Bring your heart, bring your dreams, 'cause it's Southwold Scribblings. Oh yeah.
Marry me and I'll buy you a dishwasher.